Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Ron from AverageCanadianTech here. Today we got an Alcatel 1B in for FRP again. This is going to be a different method. We've done this before. I've shown you how to do an Alcatel 1B a little while ago, about not a year ago, but almost a year at this point. So for this one, it's going to be for newer security patches that go for 2022, hopefully onwards. As you can see right here, I'm just connecting to Wi-Fi. Make sure that you do the same, obviously. You need a network connection to do this. But yeah, that's going to take a long time to load. The previous method we did not involve TalkBack. It involved using the keyboard, I believe. We were doing a language swap, and then it would allow the keyboard to go to help and feedback, which would allow you to get to Chrome and then do whatever you need to do from there. In this case, we're going to bypass Chrome entirely. We're going to use TalkBack. We're going to use a little pattern that you can do to enable Google Assistant. And once you get into Google Assistant, you say open settings, and that's how we're going to get to settings this time. I'm going to show you the process visually after this is finished loading, which is taking its sweet time. Yours will probably do the same. This is not a very fast phone by any means. It's a very cheap device. It's probably around 80 bucks depending where you are in the world. In Canada, I know they sell these new for about 100 bucks, maybe a little over 100. But in most places like the US and other places, they're like 70, 80 bucks. Most of the time, they're just given as cheap prepaid devices. Doesn't mean it's bad. For some people, it's a pretty good device. It definitely is one of the better cheap ones, even if it's taking forever to load the verification screen here. A few more seconds and we should be in. There we go, just a sec. And now it's asking for a PIN. Obviously we do not know that, so if we hit use Google account instead, then it'll show the Google account lock screen. There we go. As you can see, it is Google locked. Verify your Google account. Definitely is locked. So now we just go all the way back. We're going to go right back to the start of the screen. Just, you know, where it says let's go. As you can see, we're in vision settings. Hit TalkBack. Enable. It'll bring up the tutorial screen. So normally before, if you were doing this method, we would do an L and it would bring up your TalkBack settings, but we're not doing the L, we're going to do a backwards L. And this will enable voice commands, which with voice commands we can enable Google Assistant. So as you can see, we're doing a backwards L. You might have to do it a few times to make it work. If it works, you'll get this prompt to enable microphone or enable accessibility suite. We'll say use voice commands, and when we hit this, we want to say immediately open assistant. And once we say open assistant, not open Google, not open anything else, just open assistant, it should open Google. And from that point on, you can say open settings, and it should open settings. As you can see, I'm having a bit of an issue here where it's not recognizing me because I wasn't saying it fast enough. Like literally right after you hit use voice commands and the prompt goes away, you have to say open assistant. So you see me here, I'm just going to try it a couple more times until I do get Google Assistant to come up. Almost there. Can't hear the audio in the video, unfortunately. I do voiceovers on these, so there we go. It worked that time. And as you can see, it opened up Google. So once Google's open, now we can disable the TalkBack feature, which we can do by pressing volume up and volume down at the same time. It'll prompt you first. You just say enable shortcut and then hold them again. It will disable TalkBack. There we go. And now if we hit that little microphone, we still have to do the second part. After you do this, hit that little microphone on the bottom there and say open settings. On some phones you might have to open the search tab to get to the Google app. In this one you just have to say open settings. So we're just going to show the security patch on this one. This one is from November 5th, 2021. This will work on security patches all the way up to March 2022, and in fact probably even April 2022. I've tried it this method I've tried as far as March 2022 for the security patch. So even though it says November 5th, 2021, just keep in mind these steps should all work for newer versions as well. Until it's patched again, of course, which will probably be in like June or something again if they keep doing updates. As you can see right there though, now we're in settings and I just simply enable the PIN. I changed the PIN for the device, which we all pretty much know how to do. And now if we go back through the setup again, we're going to have a different PIN that it was asking for a PIN the first time, and now it's going to be the PIN that we set instead of the one that we don't know. It's going through this a little bit faster, thankfully. It's not making us wait like 3 minutes to get through the loading screen again. So in this one here, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we put as the password. And now, instead of getting the verify Google, it should just give the Google sign-in screen with a skip option. There we go. As you can see, there's a skip option. We'll skip through it. And now you just got to skip through the rest of the setup, and you're pretty much done. That's how you do an FRP removal on an Alcatel 1B. This is going to be the 2022 method. The old one was 2021, or early 2021 I should say. This one's going to be for most of 2022 it seems. Of course, if you do have any issues with this method and you're on a different security patch, please let me know. As far as I know, as I said, this will work up to March 2022. But yeah, we're just going to verify the passcode again. We're going to get rid of it. Going to reset the phone a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it for whatever reason, feel free to let me know why in the comments. Just verifying the security thing again for whatever reason. It's not like I didn't already show it, but try to be as transparent as possible. Anyways, guys, hope you have a good one. Stay safe, and peace.